had it just in case. Hey, yo, back with another one, man.
Yo, did y'all see this, bro? So I don't know how I missed this. So TD Punch popped out recently and told a story. He didn't call any names, but he vertically affirmed to everyone that he was there for the control situation where Diddy supposedly put hands on J. Cole. But we always heard the story as J. Cole was defending Kendrick because Kendrick was the person who rapped the lines like, "Yo, I have the both coasts in one hand. I'm juggling them both. I'm the king of New York, whatever, whatever, whatever." And people are like, "Yo, why is he talking about he's the king of New York?" So again, that's kind of always what it's been. However, um, it appears that TD Punch went on a podcast and they asked him to tell some unnamed story where he didn't have to call names, and he told a story that seems to be aligned with Control, and now people have been like, "Yo, bro, like you just told the whole story." Anyway, this is what was told. Here we go.
You know, very important part of the show. Will you tell us a story? Funny or fucked up?
Okay.
Or funny and fucked up?
All right.
The only rule to the game,
Oh,
you don't say no names.
Uh,
oh, then he gonna go to the act. Gonna go to the story with J. Cole smacking Drake. Okay, so all this go together, and this stop right. This stop somewhere right here.
that's crazy.
Cause soon as I explain it, this shit start popping in your head. You're like, yeah, nah, I can't tell that one.
Can't do that.
But yeah, that's the only rule. You can say, where you was at. Oh, we was in Miami. Oh, we was in London. Because we know, you've been everywhere in the world.
R&B take you places.
Yeah, I like that. R&B take you places.
Jesus
So, yeah.
Christ.
Tell us a good story, man.
It gotta be R&B related.
No.
So he's gonna tell the story of Control from his perspective.
Dog, it's gonna sound crazy with no names. Cause there's a bunch of people involved. That y'all would know their names.
I'm sure.
All right, so bet. So the homie just did this song, right?
Control.
Pissed the gang of people off. Everybody was mad at it. So we when the song came out, he was overseas. Then he came back to the States. First place we stopped in was New York City. And the first thing we do is say, let's go to the club, because we wanted to check the temperature, see what everybody was on.
Yeah.
LA stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat downs.
Yeah, so we get to the club. So one of the homies approached us and talking about this particular record. So we going back and forth. Oh, it's not personal. It's just this, and that. It's cool, whatever. It's like if we playing basketball, I'm gonna try to beat you. You trying to beat me, and we good after. Like, yeah, okay, cool.
Sound like
friendly
Kendrick copping a
fade.
plea.
Friendly fade, if you will.
Sound like Kendrick copping a plea.
Another one of the homies walk up. He a little drunk. He said, "Yeah, y'all niggas, y'all need to just go back and forth and keep it on wax or whatever." So the two dudes who approached, they get into a little back and forth, a little argument
With each other.
now.
Okay.
Cause what we didn't know is they had got an argument before we got there. So they was kind of continuing it. So okay, things settled and we go to the VIP. So in this VIP section is literally the front row of the Grammys. In this one section.
Yeah.
And it's four of us. We in there like we in there fans almost. Like, yo, that's
Yeah.
so. The homie that got into it with the other one, he's sitting 2 steps down from me on the couch. So there's somebody right here, I'm right here, the rest of us, and then so the nigga came back to him. The ones who got in the altercation earlier, he's like, yeah. And if you ever say what you said to me earlier, nigga, and he grabbed a bottle from the table because he got all of the alcohol joints. And he said, what you gonna do? Hit me on my head with a bottle? He's like, nah, I'm gonna break it on the table, I'm gonna cut your throat. So it's like a movie.
Right.
Like,
Diddy,
ooh.
that's Diddy talking crazy.
Right. So it's getting tense. So the nigga standing on the ground, reached up and tried to grab dude by the neck. So dude reached around and fired on him, and they both fell on the table, knocking all the drinks over. So all these celebrities just in this one spot. It's a scuffle now, huge scuffle. So it just sounds weird with no names, but another nigga came who was best friends with one of the super celebrities that was over there. He came and started beating up one of the niggas that was on the ground. So it's kind of clearing up, and he grabbed the nigga, put him close, and seen who it was. And this dude was signed to his his homie, but he couldn't see. He didn't see. He didn't have his glasses on, so he mopping him, and looked like he felt so bad after the whole thing.
He was signed to him?
He was signed to this dude who was going at him,
Yeah.
his partner,
His partner came and jumped in and started.
because he thought they was going at his man.
Yeah.
So, whole scuffle breakdown. They get them out the club. A table was back set up in like less than 60 seconds.
Like it never happened.
Like it never happened, bro.
Mop that up.
Yo, anyway, fuck this story, man. Yo, TDE Punch, man, I do got some questions for you, brother, because you told the cryptic story. We know the players involved and we know what happened. So basically, you're saying that you, the TDE homies are at a party where J. Cole is at and Kendrick's at and Diddy is at. J. Cole is standing up for Kendrick's honor, gets the brakes beat off him by Diddy. And it's kind of interesting that Kendrick has always said, oh, yo, you know, like even with the shit with Drake, he's saying, yo, you owe, or it's crazy how you did Cole. Well, who did Cole the worst? J. Cole got an ass whipping because you chose to diss niggas on a song that you weren't standing behind, because apparently I have 3 sources of 3 different rappers who pulled up on you and say, yo, what's up with that song, Control, that apparently you were like all giggles and be like, nah, we just rapping. It was never on some, oh, I'm snatching chains and burning tattoo. None of that. It was, this is just fun. It's a friendly competition.
That nigga Kendrick there now said, it's just like a basketball match. After the game over, we back friends again. What's the problem?
So I'm just wondering, if we talking about people who didn't stick up for who, and again, I'm down to figure out, you know, if Drake slimed out Cole and it was some slimy shit, we'll call Drake out too, don't you worry. But I'm wondering why Kendrick never take no type of credit for or take any type of blame for. J. Cole called an ass whipping nigga from the Diddler for you. He didn't say he was a king of New York. One hand, I'm juggling them both. He ain't never say that. He started defending you. And he got his ass whipped for that. It's clear that your man, Punch, is talking about it. They laughing. Not one of them spun for J. Cole.
But the ratio from celebrity to regular person was like 70-30 maybe. So every section was like full of celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, music people,
Chat, my comprehension is accurate because everybody done heard the story in the industry. Here's the story. J. Cole got his ass whipped for Kendrick. J. Cole didn't diss. Yo, all right, he's telling this story cryptically. This is a story everybody done heard in the industry. Basically, Diddy's drunk. Diddy told these niggas, yo, bruv, yo, I don't know what's up with these newer rappers, but yo, y'all niggas can't be talking about you the king of New York. Like, that's what Diddy was saying. Diddy's from New York. Diddy was checking that. Remember, I mean, Punch is basically saying they went to New York. It's not like Diddy was in an LA club. Of course, Diddy gonna feel like he's that nigga that could talk like that in New York. Yo, I'm gonna just keep it a being with you. All that shit you talking about, Playboy, talking about you the king of New York, that ain't flying. I don't know what these newer rappers doing, but fuck that. Feel what I'm saying? Kendrick ain't like that in person, clearly. Cause Kendrick don't step to Diddy.
Man, Kendrick taking chains and burning tattoos. Fuck is you talking about? West Coast niggas standing on business, nigga. You see how many niggas was crip walking on their goddamn stage, stepping on shit.
If Kendrick had stepped to Diddy, would have got slapped too. Like, bro, Diddy was slapping everybody. Stop playing. Like, I'm not even talking crazy. I'm just saying, Diddy slap everybody. Come on, Diddy's on timing. J. Cole is the nigga who start having a conversation with Diddy and get the brakes beat off of him. Now, niggas say that J. Cole was trying to be on timing in the parking lot. Man, when niggas trying to hit no parking lot, Diddy was slapping niggas, bro. Facts. Here's my thing. J. Cole didn't get slapped on his own recognizance. He got slapped for another man. Real talk.
And they ain't even help him.
It's a fact.
Movie people, whatever. I think it's like it never existed. But
They were prepared for that.
Oh man,
That had happened in there before.
that was my favorite like night in music.
Little dust up.
Little dust up.
Right.
Keep the party going.
That's what a song can do.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, and by the way, I'm talking to Nick. Yo, listen, I got niggas on the text. I can show. Well, I ain't gonna show you. I don't want to expose my source. This is when niggas is texting me. They're like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. This is true. Kendrick allegedly or his people watches J. Cole get beat up for Kendrick's issue. They don't do nothing. Later, basically, then keep like almost sneak dissing later on. Then compliments him years later, and everything's supposed to be cool. Yeah,
Bro,
not gonna lie,
taking
that's
chains and burning
some type of
tattoos,
weirdo
nigga.
shit. Come on now, yo, we gotta be honest, bro. Now I know y'all gonna be like, yo, Kendrick is hip hop's Jesus. We don't give a fuck. That's just weird. Now I think Kendrick, I think J. Cole's completely cucked. Like, you know, again, we're talking about a nigga who Drake used to give like side chick hugs to every night on stage, and he was perfectly fine with it. So like, he has a problem of his own. But the reality of what I'm saying is that J. Cole got beat up for Kendrick's issue. Kendrick didn't bust a grape in a food fight. And then afterwards, essentially, diss J. Cole when J. Cole got his ass whipped for him. And then later came around to try to get on his good side. And then basically he's blaming Drake. It's crazy.
It can create a little dust up.
Song can create.
Oh my
It
goodness.
can create a little dust up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chat, that's not weird to y'all? If I diss a nigga and my mutual friend who's pussy as hell, like, I mean, the nigga literally dropped a diss track and apologized before the shit even hit DSPs. He apologized. I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. That's what he did. You don't think it's weird if I diss somebody, my friend who's mad pussy gets beat up for it? I don't even end up being a nigga who disses that nigga. Matter of fact, I low-key diss J. Cole later. And then only after I get into it with Drake, I start complimenting. Whatever. All right, y'all got it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was good money.
Yeah. So let me focus back on you, nigga.
And what's
I've
funny,
been
Yeah. So that was a J. Cole beatdown. And I think somebody else got it. Who else had that story? J. Cole fight Diddy. Oh, Punch talked about it before. Here we go.
That verse even led to the fight with Puff and Cole.
Yeah.
He been around telling that story like a motherfucker.
For sure.
How? In what way?
So it was after the MTV Awards that same night.
Mm-hmm.
So our whole thing was, all right, let's go out to the club. We never go out to the club. But we, you know what I mean, we out there, the energy is up, everybody excited, let's go. So Jay and Puff was doing a dinner that they usually do. So in this whole thing, it was packed like 70-30 celebrities. So we come in there and I guess they spoke about it, so it's cool to say now. Puff and Cole was talking about the verse and they end up getting into, I mean, a little back and forth. So when we come in, Cole and Kendrick was talking about, you know what I'm saying, the verse. You know what I mean? And then, you know, Puff came back over and they argument sparked up again. So from there, they ended up getting in a whole scuffle in the club.
Between J. Cole and Puff?
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Chat, that don't seem weird as fuck to you? How the fuck does Kendrick diss New York? Diddy's mad that he diss New York. And a nigga from Fayetteville, North Carolina is squabbling with Jay-Z instead of, yo, it's clear Punch and them West Coast niggas was there. Nigga, y'all should have packed it. Well, actually, they would have definitely not packed Diddy out, not in New York. But still. So, this is the craziest part about it. So, you tell me that Kendrick watched J. Cole get beat up over his diss to New York? And nobody questions that. That's just normal. I diss a nigga and I watch the mutual the neutral nigga get beat up and nobody cares. Really? Okay.
Again, they spoke about it, so.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
All right, did you see the scuffle?
Yeah, I was right there.
Who won?
Take that. You know who won? Emery won. Jay-Z guy.
Yeah, he broke it up.
Emery thought somebody was jumping on Jay. So he rushed over there. He got in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
And he ended up grabbing Cole like, oh, it's Cole.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh, if you put that story with the other story, oh, you got to put the stories together. Watch, look.
Up and he grabbed the nigga, put him close.
Oh, so Emery thinks that Jay-Z's getting beat up. Like, you got to remember, who gives a fuck if J. Cole and Kendrick at that time are getting beat up? Bro, you have two heavyweights in the building. Puff and Jay, right? Puff and Jay. This is a MTV VMA, like, after party. Puff and Jay in the building. Who gives a fuck about a rapper? Or, like, an artist? Like, that's not on that level at that time. They rush over because they think is Jay in the melee, but it's Puff giving J. Cole the beats. Hold that little nigga, you light skinned motherfucker. Ride one more tricycle through my burrow, you bitch ass nigga. Like whatever you doing to him, you feel me? Emery goes over there, sees some shit, thinking it's this nigga's trying to get at Jay. They grabbed the nigga that signed to Jay. Oh, because you know, obviously J. Cole was signed to Jay.
And seeing who it was. And this dude was signed to his...
Makes sense. So J. Cole called two ass whippings. One from Diddy and then from Jay-Z's man who thought he was an op. God damn it, J. Cole. Yo, J. Cole, I ain't gonna lie, J. Cole gotta be Jesus, because I don't know how he apologized after that shit. You called an ass whooping for the man, and you called an ass whooping for the man, went on first person shooter, told him out, yo, we the big three like we started the league, but right, that nigga still dish out like, fuck the big three. Oh, hell no, I ain't gonna lie. J. Cole's a hell of a guy, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. So you talking about J. Cole and this shit?
Scuffle now, huge scuffle. So this just sound weird with no names, but another nigga came who was best friends with one of the super celebrities I was over there.
Emery, Jay-Z.
He came and started beating up one of.
Oh, so J. Cole calls two. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how. Yo, how does Kendrick do it? How does he diss New York, party in New York, and the Fayetteville nigga get his ass whipped for his diss? Yo, this is crazy, bro.
The niggas that was on the ground. So it's kind of clearing up, and he grabbed nigga.
All right, chat. Do y'all think Kendrick? I know y'all love Kendrick, but I'm just asking a question. If Kendrick made the diss, niggas is getting staticky now. Like Puff is off that puffy juice. Baby oil is oozing from his pores. He ready for a freak off, but he ready to beat some niggas up too. J. Cole is getting his ass whipped, getting tossed around like tumbleweed. Should Kendrick have squabbled up, or should he just watch like clearly he did? Because we ain't hear now one motherfucker help J. Cole.
Put him close and seeing who it was. And fell on the table, knocking all the drinks over.
I just want to see what type of bias y'all be on. Because y'all all said, yo, why Rick Ross ain't fighting with his guys? Well, why did Kendrick Lamar let J. Cole get his ass whipped by two different groups, and he got his ass whipped for Kendrick? Oh, y'all don't talk about it. I get it.
So all these celebrities just in this one spot. It's a scuffle now, huge scuffle. So this just sound weird with no names.
I ain't gonna lie, Punch. Why you ain't hopping, bro? On some real shit. I know Kendrick wasn't in it, but y'all know what the energy was. The nigga was fighting because of the song Your Man made. You ain't feel no need to like hold him. All right, well, I guess, I guess he's like Kendrick, man. So it's like, nigga, if it's not Kendrick, why the fuck?
Another nigga came who was best friends with one of the super celebrities I was over there. He came and started beating up one of the niggas that was on the ground. So it's kind of clearing up, and he grabbed nigga, put him close, and seeing who it was. And this dude was signed to his his homie, but he couldn't see. He didn't see. He didn't have his glasses on, so he mopping him.
Yo, J. Cole got beat up with a nigga that got prescription glasses.
And look, like he felt so bad after the whole thing.
He was signed to him?
He was signed to this dude who was going at him,
Yeah.
his partner.
His partner came and jumped in. And started,
Because he thought they was going at his man.
yeah.
So, whole scuffle breakdown, they get them out the club. A table was back, set up in like less than 60 seconds.
Like it never happened.
Like it never happened, bro.
Mop that up.
But the ratio from celebrity to regular person was like 70-30 maybe. So every section was like full of celebrities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Music people, movie people, whatever. I think it's like it never existed. But
They were prepared for that.
oh man.
That had happened in there before.
That was my favorite like night in music.
Little dust up.
Little dust up.
Right.
Keep the party going.
That's what a song can do.
Yeah, right.
It can create a little dust up.
Song can create.
Oh my
It
goodness.
can create a little dust up.
It absolutely can.
But apparently they ain't want no problem with y'all.
Oh no, it was good money.
Yeah. So let me focus back on you, nigga.
They beat J. Cole's ass and ignored the fact that TD was in there deep. By the way, I will say this with all due respect to TDE. Puff gangster. Puff would have beat y'all niggas ass too. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all in New York. I don't give a fuck about that West Coast shit. Y'all, this is when Control dropped, 2012, 2013. 2013, New York City, Puff. Yeah, Puff beating y'all niggas up. Not Puff himself, but like Puff rolling crazy. Like Puff gonna get niggas to beat y'all the fuck up. New York City? Yep. What you mean stop the cap? What you mean he didn't, because Kendrick Lamar wasn't talking shit. That's going back to the point. Snatching chains and burning tattoos, Kendrick rapping. He not arguing niggas in person about it. The story goes, Diddy wanted to check niggas about saying they were the king of New York. Everybody know Diddy's heavy New York. Kendrick is in the club and he's not talking shit. And he's the one made the song. So what do you want to say? Stop it. He's not like that, bro. Stop it. He's not like, you're not, bro. Puff was trying to slap Drake. Puff body slammed J. Cole, trying to slap Drake. Nigga, he would have probably slapped Earth with the wind and fire out of Kendrick. He don't give a fuck about these niggas. Like, with all due respect, Diddy that time is a different type of monster. This is prime freak off Diddy. Diddy has hit his peak. Super Saiyan 5, baby all out the pores. He's fucking Cassie with 10 male prostitutes, Diddy. This 2014. I'm not saying this like anti Kendrick, because I know sometimes y'all think I'm just. Diddy would have slapped the pigment out of Drake too. He slapped J. Cole. Trust me, he would have slapped the shea butter Twitter out of motherfucking Kendrick. Ain't nobody was fucking with Diddy back then, bruh. Stop playing, bruh. Kung Fu Kenny knew he needed to be silent when he was in the presence of Diddy that night, nigga. Stop playing. Bro, y'all keep acting like Diddy. Bro, Diddy was on a trip. Bro, that nigga went to UCLA and hit the coach with a kettlebell. Yo, Playboy, what you mean my son not starting? What you mean my son garbage? Make a whole list. Yes. I'm just speaking on Diddy's gangster. I think back then, Diddy would have slapped all three of them back to back. Back to back to back. Drake, you take this. Kendrick, come here, you bitch. Yo, J. Cole, let me just spit on you first. Yes! Puff a gangster. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. All these niggas, they probably happy Diddy in jail. Diddy was slapping all these niggas, running these niggas, fucking they, well, not fucking their bitches, fucking their niggas. But yeah, no, we gotta keep it a bean. Bro, y'all ever heard the story of how Diddy stepped to Drake? Diddy, Drake, I always heard it was a dislocated shoulder, but I heard it was security. I don't know if he slapped Drake. Honestly. But it was always told to me that Drake got a dislocated shoulder because security, like, they got into it, like, Diddy tried to swing on him. Security jumped in, and Drake is, like, charged up, trying to, like, fucking get into it, and security yanks him and his shoulder gets dislocated. But what I'm trying to say is that, nigga, Diddy ain't give a fuck. He was down to slap these niggas. Let's keep it a bean. This is 9 years ago.
At Club Live in my, he dislocated his shoulder.
See?
It'll come out soon, y'all.
Oh, that's Sam Sneak. Yo, that's Rick Ross's DJ. I don't want to be messy. Yo, I would call that nigga right now. This is a nigga that was fighting in Toronto with he was fighting in Toronto with
Yo, that's Sam Sneak. That's how geeked I be when I be seeing shit. I be having to cut that out. I be looking a little too geek.
do you call it again? With Ross. Yeah. Sam Sneak. That's Ross's DJ.
Wrote, Drake at the hospital. Hands on that boy.
Oh wow. What? Diddy put hands on that boy, and he ain't go 0 to 100. Oh,
Diddy put hands on that boy. Girlfriend Cassie. Diddy swung on Drake in Miami for saying
it wasn't
hello to
Cassie.
Cassie. It really happened, but Hip Hollywood did reach out to Drake's camp. So far.
Oh nah. Let me play this real quick. I know Trap Lord Ross gonna break it down properly.
Club Live, major impact in the worlds of music, business, and even
Hold on. I gotta grab something from Give me one second.
Phil.
15,000 units. You made me vouch for Chocolate Daddy 15,000 units. I got 6 fucking kids.
He's been so successful in everything that he's done, it often begs the question, is there anything that Diddy can't do? Yes, and that's ride a motorcycle.
Man, I love riding motorcycles.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, goddamn! I should have wore a helmet.
Anybody that's followed Diddy's career from the early stages will know that his hit-making abilities transcend the world of music and into the realm of physical violence. In fact, as long as Diddy has been making hit records, he's also been bashing people up. Let me give you a quick rundown on P. Diddy's illustrious career of hitting people. He punched the general manager of MCA Records in the face when he was 19.
One day, I come in and I have an argument with the general manager. My shirt off, I punch him in the face.
In 96, he threatened the president of Bad Boy Records with a baseball bat if he wasn't given back the 25% equity that person owned. He also smashed a champagne bottle over Steve Stout's head because Steve didn't remove a scene of him nailed to a cross in the 1999 music video for Hate Me Now with Nas. So in a now famous incident at Club Live in Miami, Diddy decided to put hands on arguably one of the most famous and successful hip-hop artists of our generation, a hitmaker that's actually got more Billboard slaps than the Beatles, Drizzy Drake. Now, prior to this incident, you would have thought that Drizzy and Diddy were the best of friends. Drake brought out Diddy and Mace at a 2013 OVO Fest performance.
Tonight was one of the best nights of my life, man.
He's a great host, but he's a king, you know what I'm saying? Young king.
And the two had even collaborated as early as 2010 on the track Loving You No More from Diddy's last Train.
Yeah, fuck that. Let's get to the smacking.
And pieced it together into a full beat on the spot in the session with Diddy. But after playing that beat to Diddy, Diddy said, nah. The beat wasn't life-changing enough, so he passed and moved on to something else. Story goes that down the line, Diddy decided that he did want the track, and he actually sent it to Drake in order for him to ghostwrite for it, as well as lay on a verse of his own so that he could be featured on the song with Diddy.
What happened to the beat, the 0 to 100? They said that was your record at first. Was there any truth to that? Even there was a clip of you at a club.
Yeah. There was a 0 to 100 was initially a record that was my record.
Now, when you say 0 to 100 was yours, you mean just the beat, or it was the hook and everything?
No, it was the beat, and
You sent Drake the song for him to get on it for you?
No, for him to ghostwrite for me.
Apparently, Drake recorded the entire song, sent it to
Diddy was so gangster. Diddy was just say the truth, bro. Yeah, I sent it from the ghostwrite. Like, who cares?
Diddy, but Diddy decided not to use it. So at that point, Drake decides to have the song as a SoundCloud throwaway, and he uploads it on July the 15th. Boy Wonder later said in an interview with Tidal that the whole thing was just one massive misunderstanding.
But that was riddled in controversy with the whole Puffy thing. Like, was that really supposed to be his record? Like, why was that?
I won't get into crazy detail with that, but it was a misunderstanding.
But misunderstanding or not, when Drake throws that song onto SoundCloud, it blows up. The song is huge with fans because it's quite reminiscent of Drake's classic Started From the Bottom. The song was even used as part of an ad campaign with Sprite that featured both Drake and Nas as part of a promotion where they were selling cans of Sprite that featured lyrics
That beat was just too fire.
from different hip-hop songs. Who of hip-hop royalty. Drake in the club about him using the 0 to 100 beat, but Drake was having none of it. After that, as Drake was leaving, Diddy made a beeline towards his car. Drake got out the truck to speak to Diddy, and apparently Diddy was heard shouting, "Handle your business and you'll never disrespect me again."
You can't ever disrespect nobody's down with me.
At this point, Diddy hit Drake in the face with a firm slap. In the midst of this crazy
I ain't heard about the slap. I heard there was an attempted slap, but I never heard that Drake got slapped. I'm gonna keep it a beat.
scene, a massive melee broke out, and Drake actually got his shoulder dislocated and had to go to hospital that night. There were rumors going around that this fight was actually all over Diddy's girlfriend at the time, Cassie, and Drake flirting with her at the club, but this was later disproven as a rumor that was started by the comedian Lil Duval. Probably would have been helpful had it not come 3 months after the incident itself. Diddy never actually addresses this incident, not until months later in August of 2015, when he appears on The Breakfast Club denying that this thing ever happened, and also saying that Drake is actually his favorite rapper.
Honestly, it was a misunderstanding. Honestly, Drake is actually my favorite rapper.
But countless credible people in the industry, like academics.
Yeah, who did I hear that from? Nah, I ain't gonna tell my source, but who did I hear that from? Yeah, I only heard the shoulder thing. It was just like, yo, Drake never got slapped, but they got into it. There was security right by them. They grabbed Drake up and yanked him all away, and his shoulder got dislocated. And he, I guess, went to the hospital, right? All right, anyway. Yeah, anyway, here's the point what I'm trying to say, man. Yo, Kendrick, man, you lucky you ain't get slapped by Diddy, nigga. Like, you knew better, nigga. That little control verse was cute, nigga, but you was in New York, nigga. You ain't say a fucking word when Diddy was free, nigga. Diddy was gonna put hands on you and everybody around you, nigga. That's facts. Everybody know how Diddy was getting down. Nigga, he slapped J. Cole for a reason. He got at Drake. Drake's shoulder got dislocated. Nigga, he was gonna slap you back to Africa, little nigga. That's facts. You knew what time it was. Only thing I'm gonna say is a sucker move on Kendrick's part. If you was in the club and you watch J. Cole get slapped over your song and you ain't bust a grape in a food fight, I don't want to hear about snatching chains and burning tattoos. That's not your reality, my nigga. No way. A nigga gets slapped over your song, you don't do nothing. Apparently, they go to the parking lot, there's going to be more static. You got nothing to say about it. How is another nigga fighting your beef? How's another nigga fighting your beef? That shit don't make no sense. Anyway, it's all good. All right.